Hey guys, it's Dan and Mariah here, and today we're going to be talking about whether or not we think Usher crossed the line with Alicia Keys at the Super Bowl.
So yesterday was the Super Bowl, and if you're like me, you watch the Super Bowl for the halftime show. And Usher was the performer. He had a lot of guest performers, but a key one that a lot of people are talking about is Alicia Keys. Why are so many people talking about Alicia Keys and Usher?
So at the beginning of the Super Bowl halftime show, there was an Apple warning that went up that said, this may cause sweating, dancing, gyrating, and some relationship issues.
Oh.
And it might have, actually, because let's just say Usher was doing some gyrating on Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys was a passive or active participant.
Acceptor.
And let's just say people are suspecting relationship issues. I don't think there were any.
Yeah.
But there it is. They were dancing. They're performing specifically a song called My Boo that was, released years ago by Usher and Alicia Keys. And so we're going to watch it, if you haven't seen it, again here, so that we can get a bit of a frame of reference for what we're talking about.
See, it's rare you find people like us.
It just feels like he just threw that in there at the end.
He said, "This is my girl."
He's
Pretty much.
and she said, that's what it seemed like.
It's funny. Yesterday during the Super Bowl performance, you said to me, like, Usher loves his leg dancing.
Yeah, he loves that.
He loves a good gyrate.
Yeah, he does.
And
especially with Alicia Keys.
So right now, people are in the comments all over social media just asking, did Usher cross the line?
Mm-hmm.
Some people are saying, it's a performance. Don't be so, like, in the weeds, petty. But some people are saying, Swizz Beatz is probably at home right now punching the air. Swizz won't be making any beats for Usher in the near future.
And for context, Swizz Beatz is Alicia Keys' husband, a well-known producer.
Yeah. And so people are really trying to make it about something that it's not.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool because Swizz Beatz, like Alicia Keys' husband, takes to Twitter and he kind of says, you guys are making this about something it's not. These are two giants, two legends performing. Let's let the performance just stand for itself.
Yeah.
They did great. Like, he was super chill.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know, like, I remember when I first saw it, I just thought, whoa, that's, like, seems intimate. But then people were saying, like, well, the music video is way worse. Like, they're just, like, doing what people know of them.
Yeah, like the music video for the original song.
For the original song. Yeah. And, like, I guess that's what happens when you're a performer. You know, like, actors kiss other actors in movies or, like...
Yeah, I think this makes me think about, like you said, like, the broader kind of scope of, like, professions that lend to you having to, participate in, like, affection or romance, whether it be acting or not, with the opposite gender or with someone who is almost like portraying a relationship that is romantic.
Yeah. And
so I think of people who are actors, I think about people who do commercials, performers, I think of people in theater who sometimes have to act out, like, romantic scenes. And I think that, like, ultimately it has to be a discussion, like, what's appropriate, what's not. It has to be a discussion between the worker or the actor, the performer, whoever it is, and their significant other.
Yeah.
And then also the other actor.
And what they're okay with. Like, I just feel like I don't know if I would agree to be with an actor who knows that's a regular part of their job.
Yeah.
Because that makes me uncomfortable. But someone else might be like, oh, that doesn't bug me. That's just their job. I don't know.
Yeah. So assuming that, like, Usher and his significant other and Alicia Keys and their significant other are okay with it, like, I think it's, like,
no lines were crossed.
Again, like, specific to this situation. So I'm not talking about, like, acting out scenes that are a bit more intimate than this. I'm just saying that, like, if they're okay with it, then, like, let them be. That was no different than what we'd see in, like, a theater performance or whatever. But I do think that the actors or performers in question need to be honest with themselves about their feelings in those moments. Because like we have to realize that like administrators, accountants
Yeah.
fall in love with each other when they're just punching numbers like in cubicles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Much less acting out an entire movie for
Where they're
months
your
on
love
end,
interest.
years
Yeah.
on end, where your love interest, you're pretending to be like husband and wife, and you're acting out kissing. You know what I mean? It's just like you have to name the fact that like if you're attractive and the person you're acting with is attractive, and you're in this place where you're pretending to be husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend for months on end.
Yeah.
That's not like an easy thing to not
Yeah.
have evolve into something that you don't want it to.
And I don't know what it's like. Like, if you're an actor watching this and you've been in these situations,
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Drop something
like,
in the comments.
Because what my mind goes to kind of is like how a doctor is like supposed to see a naked body. Like
Yeah.
they don't see that and are like, oh, that's attractive. They just see it very clinically and
Yeah.
like see it just as like their job or they're very normally.
Yeah.
So it's like, is that in a sense what acting can be like? Is it just like, oh,
Yeah.
this is my job?
And
Like,
obviously
I'm
there
not-
are some weird doctors
yeah.
that have been
Just
exposed.
like there's
and
some weird actors.
yeah,
But like
that maybe make more of their job than
Yeah.
just like the clinical seeing of, but like, yeah, I think that's a good point.
yeah, so it's like, but again, like you said, you could do that in so many professions. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure counseling's like classic for people.
And nursing, teachers.
Yeah. Any kind of caring position, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
is well known for love being sparked.
Love affairs
inappropriately.
and like cheating
Yeah,
and stuff
and
like that.
so yeah, but I do find it interesting that the warning said may cause relationship issues.
Yeah.
Because it's like, obviously, people are kind of know, like, what's Usher trying to do? Like, I don't know.
And that could be in reference to anything though, because it
Yeah.
could have been like, oh, Usher's gonna be dancing with his shirt off. You
That-
and your wife who are watching at home may
Yeah,
have
yeah.
relationship issues, or
Yeah.
Alicia Keys is wearing this like red suit or whatever.
Yeah.
Your husband might, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. It could be.
But
talking
I
about
think it's so important. Like I guess I take my cue for this context, like from the people who are in it, and then whatever data we have from their significant other, because it's like, yeah, Swizz Beatz really being able to champion it, celebrate it, Usher as a friend and a fellow
Yeah.
in the business industry. It's like, and then obviously Alicia Keys as his wife.
Yeah.
You ultimately have to trust your significant other.
Yeah.
And it's just like, sometimes people will like, comment about Swizz Beatz and like almost ask questions like, oh, did Swizz Beatz know what he was signing up for when he married? And it's just like, Swizz Beatz is in the business industry. Like he's in the music industry, so he knows. Like it wasn't like they had to
It's
sit
not a
down.
shock to him.
You know what I mean?
Alicia Keys isn't sitting him down before they get married, being like, "Hey, just so you know, there might be
Yeah.
some music videos where I have to dance with another guy."
Yeah,
like
he's
knows that.
he's in that
Yeah,
world.
that's
He wasn't
true.
some random like nurse or
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But what do you like? If Swizz Beatz said nothing, would you think anything of it?
No.
No, you just
No,
be
it's
like,
more
oh, he
like
just doesn't
positive
care.
that he said something and he was celebrating it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. People know what performing is. Like he would have known. I'm like from Janet Jackson to Beyonce to Rihanna, like Super Bowl performances, especially for women and also for men, like we saw with Usher.
Yeah.
Is this like this statement of entertainment? Like I'm trying to like leverage my body or my dance moves or my voice to keep people's attention for the 13 minutes that the performance is going on for.
Yeah.
So I think that he's probably thinking like, oh, like I wouldn't even be surprised if he was a part of the rehearsals. Like he probably saw,
he probably
you know what
saw
I mean?
everything for sure. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'd love to hear people's comments. Again, like there's two schools of thought on the internet that I feel like are most prevalent.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it was a performance, relax, not a big deal.
Yeah.
And then the other side is like, oh, like they're both married, they shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
I would love to hear people's thoughts in the comments.
And I think to summarize our thoughts, we don't think a line is crossed, but we wouldn't be comfortable with each other
Doing that, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a bit nuanced, but you get it.
Yeah, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And
listen to Usher's new album.
listen to Usher's new album. And we'll talk to you next week.